when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Huh. Is that completely and cluelessly racist? Why, yes, it is.
Increased pressure on Taiwan, North Korea on the brink, Iran increased aggression. There is a lot of global instability as we plunge into election season. How have you sheltered your savings and investments from potential major setbacks to the economy? It's not too late to diversify your old IRA or 401k into gold, and Birch Gold Group can help with that. As opposed to many other investments, gold thrives in times of uncertainty and is an important part of diversifying your savings. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, and it doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket. Just text Brandon to 989898 for a free info kit. With an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews and thousands of happy, satisfied customers, I encourage you to arm yourself with the knowledge of diversification through precious metals. Text Brandon to 989898. Claim your free info kit and protect your savings with gold today. It's the Tatum Show. These people are nutty to me. The man made some sneakers. Yeah, the host on the television on Fox sound off because he's white. If the man would have said the same thing and he was black, nobody would have a problem with what he said.
That started in earnest with the rollout of his tacky gold Trump high tops at SneakerCon for some outreach to young male attendees. After the limited edition $400 T is for Treason sneakers sold out, a Fox commentator named Brandon Arroyo boasted about how they were a great way to attract the blacks.
This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Huh. Is that completely and cluelessly racist? Why, yes, it is. But this self-proclaimed expert on black voters based entirely on stereotypes he likely gleaned from old rap videos he binged on BET After Dark does have a point about the importance of the culture. Republicans have long since lost the culture, not just when it comes to entertainment, fashion, comedy, gender expression, women's right to be something other than incubators who make sandwiches on the side, civil rights, voting rights, and really everything about the world after 1930. So the ugly sneakers, like recruiting tax cut-loving rappers as Trump's new besties, are very intentional parts of the strategy to take back this country by pitching Trump as a dictator who's fun and cool. The kids love it. Because Republicans know they will never get consent to drag women and people of color and LGBTQ people back to the world pre the World War II era through the ballot box. They're cruel and awful, but they can count. So they intend to take the culture backward by force and impose their brand of Christo-fascism on the majority over our objections.
I don't know white people that like sneakers more than black people do. I don't. When we were growing up, sneakers were a thing. And we all know that per capita, black people are the biggest consumers in the United States of America by far. So let's not play the game of whether or not it is attractive that Donald Trump is connecting with people based on culture. Let's not get it twisted. You know, they could do all the things that they want to do, come out and tell you, if you don't know who you're voting for, you ain't black. Got Cardi B, who is partially retarded, going on television and having a weird conversation with Bernie Sanders and talking about endorsing Democrats, Beyonce and LeBron James. They got all these people who they're leveraging to endorse Democrats. Then Joe Biden goes to a black family's house and eat fried chicken. Like, you guys can't talk about a tennis shoe that as if black people don't like tennis shoes, as if black people don't understand tennis shoe culture. I could probably go right now and look at the demographic of people that were at the shoe con or whatever they call it, sneaker con. I bet you $1 million is disproportionately black people. When I say disproportionate, I mean disproportionately based on the United States population, which means that it only should be 13% of the population of people that are at SneakerCon should be black, right? Because that's the proportional makeup in America. And 50% would be women, 50% would be men. I guarantee you it's more of a percentage of black people at SneakerCon. So that means disproportionately black people like sneakers and fashion. And the funny thing is they don't mind bludgeoning you in the head, telling you how fashionable black people are and how we run fashion and all this other stuff. But then when you try to market it or acknowledge that black people are into fashion more than anybody else, so that's a cultural point for black people, they get mad, call you a racist. These people are, I don't know who believes this stuff. Do I think that Joe Biden is a racist? I think that Joe Biden may actually be racist. Donald Trump is not a racist. It's very clear to me. Donald Trump has never said, if you don't know if you want to vote for me, then you ain't black. Challenging your blackness in a statement, never heard Donald Trump say anything like that. If you go and look at the people who celebrated and supported Donald Trump, rapped about Donald Trump, was in photos with Donald Trump, way more black people than Joe Biden. Joe Biden did the eulogy at a former Klan member's funeral, Robert Byrd. You could say he's a former Klan member. He renounced the Ku Klux Klan. But my God almighty, if Donald Trump had a history of being at a person who was a former Klan member's funeral, Donald Trump could have watched it on a TV and they'll claim he's a racist. Joe Biden, he did the eulogy. People are being and complaining about the 94 crime bill, which incarcerated a lot of blacks who were cutting up and they should be in jail. But it did disproportionately affect black people. Who authored the bill and bragged about it? Joe Biden, not Donald Trump. We can go down a list of things that Democrats have done that in my opinion, shines them in the light of being racist way more than Republicans will ever be. See, these dummies believe that showing up on time is racist. They believe that getting an education is racist. They believe that applying yourself, cutting your hair, showing up to a job interview with a good application is racist and white supremacy. So when Republicans are advocating that you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you put in the work necessary to be successful, you believe in yourself, you believe in the American dream, you do not live your life as a victim, they claim that is racial dog whistling. The Democrats do not have a positive thought process when it comes to black people. They don't know you. They show up in your community for election years and they project stupid stuff on you and you fall for it every single year. Why do they not support and highlight the educated black men? They don't. They go for the celebrities and all this other stuff. And I think that it's intentional because that's what they think black people are. Let me go to Van Jones real quick before we get to the break. Hold on, before that. Let me see which one. I think we played the MSNBC one, right? We played clip 2, or we just did clip 1? All right, let's play 2 because it's still on the same subject of the.
If you want to know what Trump campaign staffers think about you, just watch Fox News, like this weekend when they gushed over Donald Trump's new ploy for money. A limited edition series of gaudy gold $400 Trump sneakers. And like they always do on Fox, somebody said the quiet part out loud on what the big sneaker strategy is really all about.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Seriously? Why didn't I think of this when I ran the RNC? Let's see. Black folks love sneakers, and we can paint them gold. This can't miss.
All right, I'm done listening.
Trust me.
I swear if I see one of these people in the streets, I'll probably say something to them. I can't. It's just like the erosion of our country because people are so stupid. These sneakers ain't a big deal. The man rolled out the sneakers. Did you hear Donald Trump say anything about black folks or nothing like that? It's a man's commentary on Fox News, and everybody found it and they sharing it around and acting like this is what Republicans believe. I don't think he's off by what he said. If he was a Democrat or he was a black man saying that, nobody would have a problem with it. It tells you how racist they are. The white man can't even tell the truth. And man can't even give his opinion without it being racial. Black people love sneakers. Look, what's the most sold sneaker in America? Probably the Jordans. Black people kill each other over Michael Jordan shoes. They go to prison robbing the trains that go through the hood over Michael Jordan shoes. How do you know, Brandon? Because people used to boost Michael Jordan shoes in the hood where I grew up. God dang. Hold a doggone phone.
Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoy my content, I guarantee you will enjoy Tatum Plus. Brand new platform that we just launched. Exclusive content, behind the scenes of speaking engagements, all the stuff you can't see on all of my social media platforms. We'll always have free content, but the extra stuff for people that really love my content will be on Tatum Plus. So go join Tatum Plus today.